It is time, y'all. We're going with the bestest of friends in the all of Nikke, Red Hood and Snow White. That's what we're doing in today's video. This is a video that I'm really happy about because not only can I do this for lore purposes, but these two actually work great together. Both have phenomenal burst generation. Both of them are permanent pierce characters, so they just work well together. Not to mention, this character is just broken wherever you take her, so she can really just follow Red Hood wherever you take her. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna do this showcase of Red Hood, and we're gonna do the showcase of Snow White. I didn't do a Rappy showcase, even though she has a banner out. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want me to do a Rappy showcase, and I will. The only reason why I haven't done one is because Rappy came out, or not came out, but I did like a Rappy showcase like a month or two ago, right? So I just didn't do one now because I did that a month or two ago. But if you guys want another updated one with some of these new characters, well, not really much new characters, let me know. Also, subscribe and like. Let's try to get 30,000 subscribers sometime in 2026, right? Let's try to get 30,000 subscribers. So subscribe and like. Let's get into the video. All right, so this is the team we're going in here with. It's just against Ultra, where obviously Red Hood is type advantage. I have Helm on the team as well, which, oh, they do more to water code. Okay, let's change from Helm to Naga. Actually, we could do that, and then boom. The thing is, I don't have Grave on the team, which is a team I want to do, right? Because you know, Grave is thing, but we need Crown for a shooter. So we're gonna do different teams. Don't worry. This is a Red Hood and Snow White showcase. Don't worry. Now, I do think, obviously, when it comes to Red Hood, when it comes to Snow White, these are the two characters that actually have been, like, kind of good everywhere from, like, whenever they release. Like, Red Hood released 2 years ago now, and I feel like when she came out, she was phenomenal in every single thing, and I don't feel like we've seen that, like, realistically until the latest, what's it called, Snow White. I mean, maybe Rappy last year, but I don't think Rappy's that crazy in PvP. You get my point? So my whole logic is like, okay, if she's not the craziest in PvP, then she can't really be like crazy everywhere in a sense, right? And again, like I said, I love this team because burst generation with this team is so good. So when it comes to Ultra, you could really just let Ultra play for itself, but you do have the interruption circles you got to deal with, which is fun. But again, you guys see Snow White does damage. Not to mention Snow White, one thing that nobody really talks about, because it's not really that big of a deal, but in this case it is, she has increased damage to parts by 57% realistically at level 8 whenever you use a full charge. So she's gonna be very helpful for a stage like this, that like for an enemy that has parts, right? And I think realistically she's gonna be good against any of these bosses with parts for that main reason of like having damage part increase by that percentage, like 56-57% at level 8, mind you. That's big. That's really big. That's like, she's gonna destroy parts like it's butter, right? Not to mention with Red Hood on the team, Red Hood, and I gotta make use of Red Hood skin, right? I gotta love Red Hood skin. It's so good, right? I wanted them to give one of the Snow Whites a Red Hood skin. I don't know why. I just find that to be so fire. If they were to give like Red Hood a skin, I mean Snow White a skin of Red Hood, right? But yeah, this combo right here, I feel like this combo is pretty good. We're probably gonna get to stage 6 with this team. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, and we just hit stage 5. We're going to get to stage 6, I want to say. I don't actually. I will probably, well, yeah, because we're like kind of struggling to get to stage 5 there, but that's how it is with this character. Even though her damage is good, she is still not type advantage, right? Like, don't get me wrong, for her damage to be like that in a stage where she's not type advantage, like I said, it's always gonna be impressive to me, realistically. It's always gonna be impressive to me, but I don't know, it's just something about this character that's just really crazy, right? Yeah, we're gonna get stage 6 with this team, which is fine, right? It's fine. I would prefer to use these characters. Like, I think if I ever decide, hey, I want to use Snow White and Red Hood on the same team, I think I'll always use them with Grave rather than like a team like this where like I'm only using this like on this type of team because it's like I'm fighting Ultra. But like the main reason I want to do this video was to use both of them with their Pierce buffer, which is Grave, or even Bunny 8. Like, we could use Bunny 8 as well, right? There's definitely alternatives that you can use, and I need to showcase those alternatives, right? So after this one, I'm gonna put on what's her name, Aid probably. Well, I'm still gonna use a Grave, but I'm gonna put on Aid as well in this showcase just to show you guys what that's looking like basically. Oh, we lost there. It's fine. We got stage 6 regardless, I think. No, we didn't. Okay, it's fine. I thought I was on Red Hood, not Snow White. But still, look at that damage difference. Like, we're talking about Red Hood, who's type advantage, and Snow White, who's not type advantage. And Snow White's an AoE based character, by the way. Like, look at that difference, bro. Actually insane. Let's go ahead and put Pierce characters on though. All right, we're going into tower with this team right here. The reason why I'm going into tower with this team actually is because I forgot that Aid doesn't necessarily need her burst skill to give a pierce damage buff, right? The cool thing about Aid is that she gives like a pierce damage buff when you use a full charge for 5 seconds. So she kind of gives you permanent pierce. Now pair that with Graves Pierce and you have a boatload of pierce happening, right? And then again, I should have probably used Snow White first just because Snow White is more of the AoE character. But I think Red Hood should get the job done. I think, okay, Aid is dead. Aid is just dead. That's absolutely fine. It's not, but it's not like Aid being there is like really, it's definitely a damage loss, but like, you get what I'm saying? Aid is, should not be dead right now. It's fine though, it's fine. They just got her. But yeah, you guys could see that damage is definitely going crazy, right? I think obviously, like, being almost what, you're about to be 3 years old this year, Red Hood, right? Next anniversary comes, like 4th anniversary comes, Red Hood is going to be a 3-year-old character in the game. And I just think that's crazy to think about because it's like, what are you trying to tell me? Red Hood is a 3-year-old character. Not only that, okay, Snow White got buffed. Maybe this team is just not it, right? I'm actually, they're piercing through it obviously, but maybe this team is just not it. Maybe I'll bring somebody better next time. Red Hood, she could do this though. That's like, this is the cool thing about Red Hood. She could do that where she's like chucking away HP, right? And the thing is, well, because we use our burst 3, not now, but if Red Hood hadn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Red Hood, okay, nah, the timer is about to be done. Red Hood could use her burst 1, 2, and 3, right? I'm gonna take 8 off this team and redo that. Red Hood could use her burst 1, 2, and 3, which is very helpful. Who do I want here on this team? And I might put Rappy as well. And then I'm gonna use Snow White first. Yeah, we'll use Rappy as a burst 1. But like I was saying, Red Hood being a burst 1, 2, and 3, like, I don't think that's what matters about the character anymore. Like, I don't think that matters for the character anymore. I don't think in 2026 we're sitting here saying, oh, well, Red Hood, it could be used like a user burst 1. Oh my God. I don't know, bro. I think, like, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. Like, I don't know. Because, like, is Red Hood even in the top 10? Like, is Red Hood actually in the top 10 now? Oh, they're just blitzing us. Okay, that's actually fine. Hold on. I need to actually think about this. Is Red Hood in the top 10? I switched the team to Monster Show just because I just realized, like, the Pierce team is good, but probably just better for bosses, not for, like, PvE content. I don't think Red Hood is a top 10 character, if I'm being honest with you guys, right? Because I'm not going to put this in any order, but I can name 10 characters that I would say are better than Red Hood, right? You got Crown, you got Helm, you got Little Mermaid, you got Nayuta, Liberalia, Rappy, the new Snow White, Cinderella, Scarlet Black Shadow, and then the last one could be Red Hood, but then I have Litter over her, right? Like, I think if we're talking about them as a single units, like, Red Hood is a great character, right? But I still think Litter is like a better overall character, being a burst 1 character, right? That right there, what you guys are seeing is actually Red Hood using her burst 1, 2, and 3, which is just how it is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think Red Hood is in the top 10 anymore, and that's just so sad to think about. It's actually so sad to think about, because it's like, what are we talking about? Red Hood, like Nikke's real first, like, I would say Red Hood was Nikke's first real baby. Like, Red Hood was the character that, like, I want to say, like, made Nikke a known game, in the sense of, like, everybody, not, I don't want to say everybody knows who Red Hood is, but, like, once Red Hood came out, she didn't go nowhere, right? Whether it was in the game, whether it was for promotion, whether it was in pop-up events, whatever it was, Red Hood was like the main focus of the game, right? I forgot Rappy existed when Red Hood came out. Actually, to be fair, I forgot Rappy existed until Rappy Red Hood came out. And then even still, Rappy Red Hood, the best character in the game, is still Red Hood. So it just made Red Hood even more relevant because like the best character in the game's name is Rappy Red Hood. Am I like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Red Hood is a character that, like, good lord, she really, I don't want to say has fallen off, but they like she has. Red Hood has fallen off in the sense of like there's just better characters than her. Right? And that's just normal in any and every gacha, and there's always going to be a meta shift. And she's 2 years old now, right? She's 2 years old. You can't expect a 2-year-old character to still remain in like as one of the best characters. And it's a bit crazy for me to say because I say I have litter there, right? Mind you, Crown is about to be 2 years old come a few months, right? Crown is about to be 2 years old come come 2 years old come a few months. So it's just a bit outrageous. And Crown is, I would still say, is top 3. Crown's about to be 2 years old and she's still top 3, second best character in the game. So it's like, what are we talking about? And you want to tell me if Rappy Red Hood didn't drop, you want to tell me Crown would still be number 1? Like, what are we talking about? And Cinderella, people used to say Cinderella is better than Crown. I think it's funny because now people are saying Crown is better than Cinderella. People don't even have Cinderella in the top 3. Right, but they have Crown in top 3. But back when Crown or Cinderella came out, people used to say Cinderella is better than Crown. But now she's dropped, but your Crown has remained in the spot you had her in before. I don't know how that works, but personally, but hey, either way, bro, I think this combination it is definitely a doable combination. Like you guys see, this is I'm progressing in tower. This is not like I was stuck on these towers, right? And with these two characters, I could definitely get the job done. Phenomenal burst generation for both of them. Pierce from both of them, which is really, really good. And then again, they're just, I don't know. I just like this. It's like a warm feeling of being able to use Red Hood and being able to use Snow White on the same team. There's just something that's like warm and cozy about this that like I do actually enjoy. Now, I do want to, again, use them with Grave on a proper team. So maybe we'll go into shooting range and then wrap up the video there. We'll do one more, but right? But like, I don't know. I just love it. I love it. I think they did a great job with Snow White. I think Red Hood was a character that had a generational run. I think Red Hood had a very good run. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be mad if they gave her a favorite item. I'm not saying she needs one. Right, but if Red Hood got a favorite item, I wouldn't sit there and complain, right? Whereas if Cinderella got a favorite item right now, people would complain, right? But if Red Hood got a favorite item, I generally don't think people would complain. Let me know. That's the question of the day. Would you guys complain if they gave Red Hood a favorite item for like the 4th or 5th anniversary, right? That would be crazy. I don't think Red Hood should get a favorite item before any other pilgrim. But yeah, I mean, because she's still good. Like, she's still good. She's just not number 10. Or she's just not in the top 10, but she's still very good. She's like top 15, right? I would say Red Hood is top 15. She's just not top 10, and that's just the reality of the situation, right? Not every character is going to stay in the top 10, like I said. Let's go ahead and try this Grave comp, because I'm very excited to use this one. We can go in here where Red Hood is type advantage, whatever. And then we could put Grave on that team as well. Then we could have, I don't know, we could have Litter on the team for all I care. And then the last character could just be Helm. Right? Ooh, no, I don't like Litter's cooldown reduction actually compared to Little Mermaids. So we'll put Little Mermaid, or we could even put Rappy. Why not? Because Rappy has good cooldown reduction. Nah, we'll put Little Mermaid. She's the star of the show, and we'll go against the bosses, right? I don't know. It's so, I don't know. Realizing Red Hood is not top 10 doesn't feel like the greatest, to be honest. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, genuinely, feeling and knowing that Red Hood isn't a top 10 character, like now that I'm thinking about it, it's just something about it that doesn't really make me feel like the greatest about it, right? It's like, damn, Red Hood. I think Red Hood was just such a like star character in Nikke that it's just it's kind of like unbelievable to think that she's not top 10, but she's just not. Right? I mean, you could argue her in the top 10. I don't think Red Hood is like definitive not in the top 10. I think you can argue her in the top 10, but there's 9 characters that are just definitively like better than her, right? If we're going off of logic, Vesti would be more useful in the game than Red Hood in the sense of just content, because Red Hood, you can only use her burst 1, 2, or 3 once. Like, you have to pick one of the 3. Realistically, and if you're using her just for her burst 3, it does not compete. If you're using her for a burst 1, it doesn't compete because that becomes a 40-second burst 1. So I feel like she just can't be in the top 10 because you have characters like Vesti who's better than her. You have, again, let's say Vesti, Snow White, Helm, Little Mermaid, Crown, Cinderella, Scarlet Black Shadow, Liber Alio, Nayuta, Rappy Red Hood, if I didn't already say Rappy Red Hood, or Litter, whatever. Like, there's so many characters who are just way better than this character as a overall character. And I think what's really holding her up is the fact that she's actually good in PvP as well. Because had she been only good in PvE or bosses, I want to say, I don't know, but I don't know. Do you guys feel like Red Hood is a top 10 character still? I know I'm talking more about Red Hood than Snow White, but to be fair, y'all, the last 5, 6, 7, 10, 2026, stop, okay. Oh my God, I'm controlling myself, y'all. I was about to go crazy right there, right? But like literally the last couple of videos have been about Snow White. That's why I wanted to talk more about Red Hood today. But what is this damage looking like? Oh, okay. I feel like that's quite embarrassing though. Like, don't get me wrong, Grave is buffing up Hell or Snow White as well, but like Snow White is not type advantage. Mind you, this is a single enemy. If you guys don't know, she gets stronger when there's more lock on target. So it's just crazy to me that Red or Snow White is sitting here doing numbers like this. Like, she just 150. Was that 150? How much was that? Oh no, that wasn't 150. It couldn't have been. Okay, that's the million she's doing. She's doing millions. I have to pause and see. What is she doing? She's doing millions, right? Casually hitting 4 million on her normal attacks. Casually, by the way. And then you just have these missiles coming in, just chucking away. Right? And remember, it's sequentially attacks or whatever, right? These AoEs. Where is it? Yeah, it is. Well, for the lock targets, that's why that goes crazy. Yeah, no, she's so broken. But yeah, I don't know. Red Hood. Yeah, I don't think you've fallen off to the bottom of the barrel. I don't think you've fallen off that much, Red Hood. But thank you, Red Hood, for what you've done in the last 2 years, coming on 3 years. You're still, again, a top 15 character in my honest opinion, and I still think you are a phenomenal character. Like, I will still always use you. You're still like a go-to character in some content. So that we can never take that away from you. You are definitely still a go-to character in a few contents. But you really have been like Nikke's like kind of light and joy in a sense. 1.9 billion Red Hood. You're still good. Like, you're still good, Red Hood. Don't get me wrong, but it's just crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about Red Hood and Snow White. Maybe this might be like more of a realization video for a lot of you guys, or more of a sad video for you guys, because it's like, wow, Red Hood, damn, like how, like she's not, you know what I mean? She's not like what she used to be. But let me know what you guys think. It's gonna be your boy Zxous. I love all you guys. I'm gonna see you guys next one. I'm out there. Peace. Bye.